the sun is my absolute favorite card of the deck. It is like, the whole shit show is changing.
Shit show is changing.
Now it's the great show.
You're listening to the Spiritual Shitshow podcast with Suzanne Sole, episode 52. Hello, all you magical delights, and welcome to the Spiritual Shitshow podcast, where we get into the comedy tragedy the healing and spiritual awakening journey can be. I'm your host, Suzanne Sole, comedian, lifelong spiritual student, and I'm sharing some of the pearls I've learned along my journey that have helped me and that I hope help you too. Okay, so this is part 2 of my chitty chat with my friend and intuitive tarot card reader, Lisa Gehrke. If you missed part 1, check it out, babe. So we're going to get back into it, and you get to watch Lisa give me a reading. So there's that. And we're back. Yeah, so you're going to give me a reading.
I am. I'm going to tell you what I tell people that call me for consultations. Mm-hmm. I usually ask them if they've had tarot card reads before. So have you had a tarot card read before?
I have.
Okay. I might work a little bit differently.
Okay.
So I'm not the gal that's at the Halloween party that's going to flip over cards and tell you, what's going on. Mm-hmm. It's an interactive conversation. Okay. I'm going to flip the cards. I'm going to look at them, and we're going to have a conversation. Okay. As open and as honest as you are is the best message for you, right? Sometimes what's interesting is I may see something, and it may be, you're like, no. And what it is sometimes they'll make me push you.
Yes.
So that you go, like if you're trying to make a choice about something and I'm like, well, they're saying this. And I use they, that's the pronouns. Mm-hmm. They're telling me this, they're telling me that. And you're like, no. Because they want you to make they want you to make the decision for the other thing. Like if it's really supposed to be yes, and you're so conflicted about what it's supposed to be.
Yes.
If I tell you what it does not feel good to you, you'll pick up on it because it doesn't resonate with you so much that you come to the conclusion of what that is. Yes. And so I'm really here to help you connect with your intuition. Okay. If it feels right, the message is for you. Okay. Okay. So first how we do this is we're going to ground. Okay. So I'm going to ask you to take a nice big breath in. And I want you to not think about our conversation previously, us being in this room. I want you to focus on being in the present moment. Take another big breath in. And I want you to also let go of what's happening when we're done with this. I'll invite you to take another breath where you connect to your belief system, God, spirit, source, universe, whatever resonates for you. And in that, we ask that any other angels, others from the other side, anyone that has a positive message for Suzanne comes through. And then finally, I'd like you to take one more big breath in, and I want you to connect to yourself, to your intuition, that which is directly connected to your belief system. Okay. And so it is. So isn't that kind of a cool little, because it's important that myself, as well as you, one, we get connected. Yes. Now we're energetically sharing space in a different way. Yeah. I've let go of my other stuff so that I can be present and open to receive, as are you.
Yeah, I definitely feel more present.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle.
Here we go.
And I invite people to bring questions if they like. Okay. And this is something, too, that I'll share because I think this is important for everybody to know. If you're asking me direct questions, it has to be about you and someone else. Like, you can't say to me, is my mom's health going to flourish?
What's going to happen with Bob?
Because we do not have permission to be into her energy.
Understood.
Now, if we're talking about you in relation to somebody else, you are mixed in with that energy. As long as it's about you, we can do that. I don't know where I picked that rule up, but it's a rule that I feel very strongly about because I don't think it respects other people, and we may not get the message. Yeah. Also true to know, or also note, is that we have free will and free choice. Mm-hmm. So this message that I'm going to give you, if you change some aspect of that, that's going to change the trajectory of the energy. Yes. And some or all of the read then may change.
Yeah. What I'm hearing is it's a living thing.
It is.
It's an energetic, moving in motion.
Okay. So what a lot of my clients, what we do first is just check your general energy. Mm-hmm. And then through that, it usually leads us to someplace. Okay. Right? So I'm going to do one more quick shuffle. I'm going to ask them to come in and tell me what Suzanne's energy is right now. Too many. sometimes it happens. There's a lot of energy. And I'll get a couple cards at a time. Well, there's some interesting things.
Do we want to show on the camera?
I can explain.
Explain it because some people are just listening.
Okay. So again, I'm going to start telling you what I see, and then we'll delve into a little bit more of what feels right for you. So I'm seeing that we have the King of Pentacles. Again, a lot of this won't make sense, but this is actually kind of fun. You put a lot of hard work in with this King of Pentacles. So Pentacles is about being in the 3D, and it could be literally also abundance, cash, job, work, or it could be just great things in your life, but it's in this earthly world, right? And he has everything that he's manifested because he put, and I say he, but this will be you put all this work in. And what we see with this card, which is the Eight of Pentacles, is reflecting on all the hard work you've done. And you've gotten there after, then we see the 10 of Wands here, after literally like carrying the world on your back.
Thank you.
So this is really amazing that we're seeing this because you're coming out of, we see the moon. So you're coming out of your shadow period.
I do feel that.
And so, for people that haven't had tarot card reads before, we have what's called the Major Arcana, which are the moon or the sun or justice. They have actual names. And then we have the Minor Arcana, which is Ace through King. The Major Arcana are big picture life stuff.
Yes.
The Minor Arcana are day-to-day stuff.
Got it.
And so when I get multiple cards that come out as well, I read them together. And so if you can't see it, we had 3 cards that came out at once, which is what gave me this King of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands, which gave me this idea of you finally coming into this. And just prior to, the card prior to it was the moon. Now, there's this dichotomy as well, because following these 3 cards where we talk about the work that you put in, letting go, right? You were able to reflect on that, and it's just it's pushing you to that place of having everything that you wanted and everything you worked for, because you're leaving the shadow period and going into the sun. The sun is my absolute favorite card of the deck. It is like, the whole shit show is changing.
Shit show is changing.
Now it's the great show.
It's no longer the shit show. It's the extra fabulous shit show.
But it has so much to do with what you've done.
Thank you.
You know, we acknowledge that some of the shit you've been carrying is not yours to have carried.
Correct.
And in this picture with this deck, the gentleman has, he's only holding on to one wand. Wand is creativity, which means he's let go of the other stuff.
I live.
And we're, again, with the King of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, it's the 8 is really putting that work in and then seeing what's come of that work, which is amazing.
Fabulous.
So then we go into the sun, where now you're really heading into this period. You're leaving that shadow, that moon card. That's what's been in your life, for your life, if you will.
Yes.
And now we're coming into the sun, which is literally the light being shown on everything. And you really seeing things for what they are and enjoying it and being grateful. And in that, we have the Ace of Wands. Aces are new beginnings.
Okay.
With that Ace of Wands, that's starting a new journey of creativity, of passion, which is what you do with all of your stuff. Yeah. But now, because you've let go of things and you've seen the work, you are more open to creating these new things without feeling like it's a burden.
Yes.
Right? And then the next card that we have is Justice. And Justice is about being fair, right? For some, it can be a legal case. It depends on the reading. But in the context of what I'm seeing, the Justice is, you finally get it.
Yes.
You finally feel that you're creating your own justice. For you, this is you creating your own justice, not relying on what other people said, thought, or do to you, for you, or around you.
Yes.
You are creating your own justice. If it feels good to me, I'm doing it. If it doesn't, I don't. And that's kind of what they're telling you.
Wow, that's amazing.
So I'm going to go ahead and just clarify the moon card. So when we clarify cards, we get a little bit more in-depth of message.
Okay.
So tell us about this moon in the shadow period, the High Priestess. You were leaving that feeling clouded or being in your shadow and exploring the darker sides of you into It's funny that you said that you aren't connected to your intuition because the high priestess is going into that space. So they're telling you no. That you actually are. You are intuitive. Okay. And that by you trusting, leaving that shadow part and really going into trusting more of that part that's connected to your dream, that's part that's connected to the ethers, if you will, lead you forward. Okay. So then what would you like to clarify about the work and overburden and getting what she wants? Putting all that work into having it all. Wow, I got to tell you, Suzanne, like you're getting all these Major Arcana cards, which is amazing for me. I love when I see the Major Arcana cards because, again, the Major Arcana is big picture.
Yes.
The Chariot. So it was divinely guided. It was, and you're on the right path.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
So we have this, we have, I don't even know what these animals are called, but these two, they're black and white, so they're opposite, right? And again, we've talked about fear and joy. It's understanding the moon and the sun are also opposites. So you have that duality. We have that duality within us. Yes. We go through our moon phases. We go through our sun phases. This Chariot is taking you in the direction forward and movement. And again, this correlates with the really appreciating the work that you've done and letting go of these things.
Can I just say one thing?
You can say whatever you'd like.
I love what you're saying of the letting go because I don't know what has shifted in me, but I literally am like using my voice to stand for myself in not a hostile way, but in a I'm not holding on to
that's the
whatever
justice
games
too.
That needs to be played.
And that's the justice. You're making it fair.
Yeah.
For yourself.
That's exactly correct. And it's like, I don't know what's gotten into me. It's like all of a sudden
yourself. Like your higher self gotten into you.
That's what it feels like. It does. It feels like.
It is.
No, Suzanne, that's not okay. And call that person out.
Right.
And it's like, oh, how did that happen?
Because
it's amazing.
Because you're not carrying the load of the other shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
All right. So what about the sun? What's more with these amazing sun? What do we... Oh my gosh, another Major Arcana card. And this is the world. And the world has all of the different, we have the emotions within the cups, swords are thoughts, the coin is abundance, and the wand is creativity. So with this sun, with all of this work that you've done, they're telling you you're getting the sun and the world, which means everything that you ever wanted above, from heaven down into earth, you have coming towards you because you deserve it. Yay! And they want you to know. I mean, this is a phenomenal.
Oh my gosh,
reading.
how wonderful.
I mean, and if the camera's picking this up, you can see how I shuffled. Cards just flip out.
Yeah.
So with this Ace of Wands, we have a Page of Cups. Pages are can be a little bit more immature. They're younger, if you will, where the king is a more mature essence. And when I use pronouns he, she, it is not gender specific. We all have masculine, feminine energy within us, but I'm letting your listener, people watching this know too.
Yes.
So with this Page of Cups, there's a fish in here. There's a fish that jumped out of the cup. So it's being really aware for you with this Ace of Wands, this creative thing. I think the energy that I'm feeling from it is that you're not holding back on the love for yourself as well. And like really appreciating when opportunities come away that you don't let the fish get away.
Yes.
Because you're questioning whether you deserve it or not.
Right.
That Ace of Wands is like, it's a new beginning.
Yeah.
So while you've let these other things go in your life, things creep back up on us as human beings.
Course.
I mean, I've done a lot of work on things, and every now and again something pops back up because when we work through emotional stuff, we knock down all these trees in the forest, but there's still some trees there.
Right. The layers.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that, just be really aware that you give yourself the credit that you deserve, and that emotionally loving yourself, that when things come up that you're not going, do I really deserve this?
Right. Yeah, that is definitely something I have been thinking about a lot. That is an old thought pattern and that I don't want to do anymore. It's incredible.
Okay. And so we have the six, it's so interesting that with the Justice, which is Major Arcana, we have the Six of Pentacles, which, I'm just going to pop these up. So this is the Major Arcana and Justice with the equal scales. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, and this person is giving to the poor. And this is a rich person giving to the poor. He's also holding scales of justice. So they're reinforcing this message your heart's been broken, and the heart is healing. So in this particular deck, your heart is healing from the burdens, from the things, getting out of the shadow, and they just want to keep reminding you that to give to yourself as well. The rich part to the part that's been hurt, and that's what that justice like. So that's amazing to me. Yes. Do you have any questions about this?
No, I'm loving it. And it just feels like a lot of the stuff you're saying, I'm experiencing that right now, that letting go of holding on to old contracts that I'm just, done doing. And then also, where I would have not said something in social situations, I'm speaking for myself. And I think, and it feels good because I'm speaking from a place of, I'm speaking for myself. This is not about attacking whatever the person is.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think before it would have affected you so much more personally, and it would have landed in such a way that you would have been afraid to do that because you wouldn't want to hurt someone else, or you wouldn't. And
they would stop liking me.
Right.
That was my biggest piece.
Sure.
I don't want them to abandon me. I don't want them to criticize or judge me or think I'm bad or wrong. Yeah. Because I was just riddled with that. Yeah. Riddled.
And so, what I'll say about using the cards, and then I finish with an oracle deck. Okay. So tarot cards are the traditional tarot cards. There are so many different decks out there because they're illustrated differently. They'll have the same general meanings. So they'll all have the Major Arcana and the Minor Arcana, but they'll be illustrated differently. And so I intuit different subtleties in the messages. And also the way that I read, I do not read literally. So while someone may be watching this and going, well, that card doesn't exactly mean that, it's part of me connecting into my intuition. When we spoke earlier, I use this as a divination tool to connect to you. Yes. So while I'm seeing things, and for me, I see it as a story. It visually comes to me. A lot of times when I read, I don't look at my clients because I'm seeing things. But I really go from what I'm feeling and then see if it feels right to you. Yes. And it felt like it was landing for you. Yes. Do you have any questions about this?
Yeah, about the Page of Cups. I'm just, I want, if you could just be a little more, clarify what you were referring to.
So I'm going to actually clarify with another card. So let's get some more clarification. Oh, good God. We have two more Major Arcanas.
Major Arcanas.
Okay.
Can I help you? Hello, Major Arcanas. Can I help you?
So the Hierophant will be about your spiritual beliefs, okay? And your mores, like your ethics, and how you treat the world. Temperance is patience, right? So in this new beginning, and remember how I said, have patience with yourself, emotionally, when you're feeling things. They're reinforcing this with these Major Arcana cards about saying, go into your belief system, how you would treat others, how you want others to treat you. And I feel with this Page of Cups in this particular line up here with this Ace of Wands, new beginnings. New beginnings are scary. Change is scary for people, especially when we go into passion or creative things that we do because we don't know what we're going to get out of it. We don't know the end result. Right. It's so much easier that your path starts at A and ends at Z, right? When we do these new journeys, especially with creative things, we never know how they're going to turn out. Right. And within that, they want you just to the little bit of the insecure part of the if I should or what should I do and am I going to succeed in all of that, right? They want you to go, trust your higher self, trust your connection to source, and be patient with yourself in that love for you. Anytime we feel insecure or we go into that negative, a negative emotion, we're lowering a vibration, right? So then we're also cutting off any positive energy or any new beginning. We now start focusing on the lack instead of what we are creating. So they're giving you, you've got this great spread. They're telling you this great new thing is coming, but they know you. They know you as a human expression in all love. And they're saying, okay, Suze, this is all this stuff. You've done great. You've done all this work. You're looking at what you've accomplished. You're letting go of the shadow side. The shadow side's great too. That actually gives us dichotomy, right? It tells us when things are on one side of the scale versus the other. And now they're saying, okay, you've done great. We got this new stuff coming for you. You deserve it. Love yourself. Have that justice. Know that you're healing from this stuff. Be patient with yourself. If you do feel a little insecure about it, go to your higher self and ask, is this for my best and highest good?
That's awesome.
Lead it that way. How does that land?
Amazing.
Was that helpful?
Yes.
Okay, so now I tend to, I explained what the tarot card deck is. And an oracle deck is just messages. Okay. They usually have books and stuff, but I, again, intuit what they mean. And I find that the oracle card, how I process this, it actually reinforces the read that we just did. Okay. Showing a little bit of skin.
Woo-woo.
Oh, my God. Oh, I love this. They're saying have the courage. So we talked about what it took to get out of your shadow side. We talked about the justice. We talked about this new beginning, about your ethics, your mores. Like you really, that's courage. You have the courage to do it. You've already shown so much courage in this journey to go from things that have occurred to you to where you are.
Yes.
Reaffirming.
Yeah. Amen.
Within this, you get peace.
Yes.
A peace that you've never experienced
that's
in
right.
this life.
Yes.
And then finally, good luck. And it's not good luck like good luck.
Good luck, kiddo.
Yeah, no, this is, you have good luck. The black cat is good luck.
I accept.
Which goes, when we look at, you left the shadow period, we see the work that you've done, where you're going into this trajectory of being the King of Pentacles and having everything that you could want in abundance, to the Sun card, to the new beginning, to the justice and the healing of your heart. They're going, it's yours, girl. Take it. Claim it. This was a beautiful read.
Thank
I had to be
you.
honest. I was a little like,
you're like, I hope it doesn't go bad.
Well, what if this shit just gets really deep, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I do a read.
Yeah.
And this is what came up. I tell people too, the messages that are going to come up are what is resonating with your spirit. You know, you could be thinking about something, but there could be something more on your heart or your soul, if you will, that they're like, no, this shit's got to come up first.
Yeah.
So
like the way we were talking about.
Yeah,
when you treat your acne and your zits have to come up before your skin gets clear.
Right, exactly. So that's how I run my reads. And I do consultations anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on, some people feel that they want more time to explore what's going on.
Yeah, and where can people find you?
TheMysticRedbird.com.
Redbird?
So it's actually cardinal because it's one of my favorite, but because they're lovebird, they're not lovebirds, but they're lovebirds. So the Mystic, MYSTIC, Mystic Redbird, REDBIRD.com. And you can call me, and you don't have to be. I'm in Illinois, in the Chicago area, but you don't have to be here. Obviously, I do them through Zoom or any platform. Yeah, I just do platforms.
And may I do a commercial for her? Yeah, she is phenomenal. She is so gifted. She is so intuitive. She's my person that I call like, are you getting a hit about this? I'm going to tell you something. I want you to, zoom in, or what is it? What am I? Tune in.
Yeah.
Tune in. And you always tell me something that I say, as soon as you say it, I go, of course.
That's kind of how I feel. That's my role here right now is, it goes back to helping you help yourself.
Yeah.
I don't have an ego about it. All I want is for the person that's looking for direction to get the direction and know that it's not based on somebody else telling them what to do, say, or feel. Right? So I feel like I've done my job, if you will, if I let things play out as they will and you go, I got it.
Yeah.
It made sense to me.
Yeah.
I already understood that. And a lot of times it's you already know it.
Yes.
And it's just like reaffirming that.
I couldn't see it. And sometimes you tell me something I didn't know I already knew.
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes you'll say something, and I'll be like, oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And also too, I don't go too far into the future because I really try to stay present because I feel that when you can be present and get the answers you need, that's creating your future, right? But sometimes I'll get hits or I'll read something and, I've had occasions where the person's like, either they're a little closed energetically, which is hard to read for. I still hold loving space for it. Yeah. Or it'll be something that hasn't happened yet. And I'll just say, if this doesn't resonate with you at all, just hold space that if it comes up in the future, you have some information to help you deal with that. Yeah. I had a really, what was challenging read for me. And I literally had someone call me afterwards a couple months later. And because I never know how people are affected by what happened. And this woman called me and she said, I didn't really know what you were talking about, but X, Y, and Z happened with my daughter-in-law. And I was able to, because I was challenging her to, something's going to happen in this dynamic. We already knew what the dynamic was as far as there was a family issue. I said, and I gave her some information, and she's like, she was able to, where she normally would be in a reactive pattern and maybe be angry at her daughter-in-law for whatever her emotional expression was, she was able to hold peace and navigate that so that there wasn't the blow up that might have happened.
Right. She like all of a sudden, like she got that recollection. Wait a minute. Someone talked to me about this possibility.
Yep.
And you also, it said on your website that you also do spiritual coaching.
Yeah.
Or counseling. Did it say counseling? Or
coaching, counseling,
yeah.
Same thing.
Okay.
It runs along the same lines, except I don't use the cards.
You don't use the cards.
I mean, I can.
Yeah.
But like I said, the cards are kind of my I use them as a tool.
Yes.
I'm not afraid to use them in consultations, but, I believe that negatively impactful emotions stop us from moving forward. So in my coaching aspect, it's life coaching in a different spin, a little with a more spiritual aspect to it. What feels good to you?
Right.
That's what we got to strive for, because no matter what it is, I don't care if you, clean park benches or you're a CEO of a Fortune 500 company.
Yes.
If you're happy with what you're doing, you thrive.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you've noticed this, and I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
When we're deficient in one area of our life, it parlays into the others.
Oh, yeah.
So if we're having relationship issues, something's going to happen at work because we're energetic beings, and this is the flow of the energy.
Yes.
So we kind of like to get a balance on all of that.
So would someone call you when you have a spiritual coaching client? Is it something where they're calling you because they're going through something, or they're calling you because they want to expand their spiritual experience?
I've worked in different dynamics. I had, one particular client had a goal. She, was trying to achieve something. And so we were working through her stumbling blocks and her own barriers that she put up to not allow herself to move forward. I've helped people get through relationships. I've helped people understand their connection to source.
Well, what would you like to share? Would you like to share anything with the
people? I think I've shared a lot.
You have shared quite a bit.
Shared quite a bit. But I'm so grateful just to be here.
Oh my God. I'm so grateful that this worked out for you to come, because you are such a place of love in my life and so many else people's lives that know you and love you, and that you just, seriously, I really feel your intention of, I want to be a source of love in this world. And you 100% are.
Thank you. I think the thing that if I was going to say one thing,
please.
I do want to be that source of love. But in my journey from that time where I thought I was broken to now, I still have to remember that while I'm giving that love out, the first place I have to give that love is within.
Yes. Amen.
And I think we miss that on the daily, and I have to reinforce that to myself.
Yes.
So thank you for this opportunity to share with others kind of how this rolls. And at least for me in my spiritual journey, and how I use these tools to help other people connect to their intuition.
Beautiful. And if I might indulge myself, if you were to kind of summarize the reading that you gave me for me to kind of walk out into the world with kind of, the understanding.
Get ready to change the name of your podcast from Spiritual Shitshow to something else.
To Spiritual Fabulousness.
Right.
Shitshow.
Yeah, I think everything that is here is just showing amazing things going forward if you continue on that trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I love you so much, Lisa Gehrke.
I love you too.
Thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you for having me.
Mwah.
OMG, it has been such a privilege to share my wonderful friend Lisa's story and work with you all. Thanks to my dear friend Lisa for joining me on this shit show. If you would like to check out Lisa's work as an empath and intuitive reader, go to themysticredbird.com. And if you want to check out her fun and saucy podcast, it's called Double Bubble with Gehrke and Keek. So anyways, as always, my name is Suzanne Sole. This has been the Spiritual Shitshow podcast. Thank you so freaking much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. Let's roll it. What do you think?